Meghalaya Rice Information System, which is called as MRIS, is a web geospatial based dashboard having all the geospatial database on rice and related information. It has about 341 geospatial layers covering entire districts of Meghalaya. The dashboard has been designed and developed using latest state-of-the-art technology and standards for web and mobile technologies for responsiveness and interoperable data services. Now, this dashboard can be used for interactive and dynamic map visualization, analysis, perform geoanalytic operations, and extract reports at different levels such as district, block, village, or grid. The geotech information taken from the fields can be instantly visualized on top of this dashboard. The dashboard has been designed for ease of operations by careful choosing of fonts, colors, and layouts. For safe and secured operations, the entire application has been security audited before hosting it live. We will now explore the different features and data in the MRIS. So as you can see, this is the landing page of MRIS. This page has a brief background on MRIS and the links to different districts of Meghalaya. Further, it also has links to tutorials, both in the form of handouts and videos. So for the demonstrations, we will choose the Riboy district. So as you can see, so you can select from this district-wise MRIS these different icons representing the districts of Meghalaya. So I go to Riboy. So this is landing page of Riboy MRIS. On the left, you have this interactive GIS tools for map visualizations, analysis, and reporting. On the right, all the GIS layers has been grouped into different categories. So if you click on this one category, it will expand, it will give you the detail layers within each category. On the top of this layer panel, we also have the 3 buttons for refresh, clearing all the layers, and going back to home. This button on the top right will show or hide the layer panels, okay, like this. So this would be a handy tool for maximizing the display area once the layer is selected, especially for smartphone users where display size is very limited. On the bottom right, we have kept a selectable round button where one can switch between 5 different base maps representing the satellite imagery, the topography, the terrain, and other base maps. Now, these base maps should enhance the visual interpretations and analysis along with this overlay GIS maps. Okay, then yes. Okay, the transparency on the maps can be adjusted by sliding the transparency bar like this. So this is also useful when you enabled multiple maps and when you want to visualize those multiple maps together. So by adjusting the transparency, you can see those 2-3 maps. Okay, so the map navigation is quite easy. You may use the plus, okay, for zooming in, and the minus, the button for zooming out. So you can also use the scroller on your mouse. So doing so, I will adjust the scale and the details on the map being displayed. Okay. So let us now explore cellulose maps. So I can uncheck this button. I go to crops, so then I can put on this cellulose. Okay, I think let me. So I go to this cellulose, then I can uncheck this. So hovering on to these layer names also gives you a brief information on this layer. Now the bright green color here shows the cellulose growing areas overlaid on top of the Google satellite imagery. To check on the villages, you may enable the village layer like this. So you can zoom in to get better information on the rice areas and the villages. Okay, like this. So next, let us see the cellulose area distribution. You can click on this. Now this map shows cellulose fields grouped as per the area. You may see the legend by clicking on this black button. Okay. The yellow indicates the smallest area, whereas the green indicates the largest area in between 100 to 943 hectares. You can also adjust the transparency with this bar. Okay. Now the green areas are almost difficult to differentiate because of the similar color coming from Google Earth image. So now you may change the base map. Let us switch to the topography. Like this. Okay. Now the areas are much more clearer and distinguishable. Further, this map also shows the contour informations and therefore gives an additional information. So this way you explore all these informations one by one. Say soil maps. So you can uncollapse this and you can see the detailed soil layers within the soil map. So in terms of, say, suppose texture, okay, the depth. So when you say texture, okay, these are the different the map. Then you can click onto the legend to see different information within the texture, like clay loam, slip, clay loam, and all these things. Okay, then likewise the subgroup information on soil. Okay, so let me uncheck this, and again let me bring up the Google imagery as a base map. Now you can also explore these maps from a different angle. Say you know a name, for example a village name, and you wish to know certain information, say cellulose growing areas, or say information on soil fertility over that village. So say I want to know more information for a village called Umrit. Okay, so let's first look at the village. To do this, pick up this search button and you can type in the name called Umrit. Then you can hit this search button. Okay, so once you locate the Umrit, then again you can keep on checking the information such as the cellulose. Okay, let me do once more. Say I go to Umrit. So once you locate the village, then you wish to know the cellulose growing areas. To do that, you go to crops and click on this. So you know the fields, cellulose fields falling under this village. Okay, like this. So you may also see the ground truth photographs collected offline from the field. or using our mobile app. For previously collected geotech photographs, you can click on this layer called Geotech Field Photos. You can click on this, click onto this. Okay. Clicking on this place marks will show you the photographs like this. So these are the field photographs which has been collected previously. Okay. Mobile app can be used for real-time geotagging and its visualizations on the dashboard. To see such online geotech photographs collected from the field, click on this smartphone icon. This again brings up, there's different clusters. Now let me hide this, or let me do the clear all. So as of now we have only the 4 geotech locations. Clicking onto this cluster will expand into 2. So these are the locations where the geotagging has been done through the mobile app. Now when you click onto this, so it gives you the geotech photographs with the details. So there are also the tools for the map measurement on the map. Okay, say for instance, if you want to know the physical length of so there are also tools for map measurement on the map. Say for instance, if you want to know the physical length of one cellulite field, you can bring up this the tool and start measuring like this. First you can go to that field, you can locate, okay, then you can start measuring like this. Okay, it's about 1.8 kilometer. Okay, by double clicking it will finish the measurement. So these maps can be printed with proper leveling in different sizes. Okay, so let me go to this. So if you want to print this map, you can go to the print icon. You can choose either the portrait, the landscape, auto, or custom size. So for now let me go to landscape. So I want the map in landscape, so I go to this. So this is the map, and it has the logo of this Directorate of Agriculture, the Meghalaya Rice Information System, district name, and a copyright like this. You can also use the layer styler to change the color and style of the maps being displayed. So let us try changing the outline color of district boundaries. So right now it is showing in blue color. So you can go to styler, click on that, and just suppose, yeah, like this. So you can change this the boundary color, or you can use different stroke like this. Okay. So sometimes it also is very useful when you want, before you take a printing of the map, you can use this layer styling. So dashboard can also be used to perform a powerful geoanalytics on the layers. Okay, I think let us stop this. The dashboard can also be used to perform powerful geoanalytics on the layers. To open the tool, you can click on this pie chart icon on the left. We will show this example on soil fertility layers with multiple attributes. First, we have to enable this layer. Soil fertility has many different informations on its acidity, the organic carbon, the salinity, the potassium, for example. So to grow specific plants, the richness of these nutrients are essential. So just to give you a demo, for example, we want to find areas within the soil fertility having high organic carbons and slightly acidic and high content in phosphorus. To know this, you have to simply click the highly acidic part in the acidity chart, high parameter and organic carbons, and high in phosphorus. So this way it can bring out those areas you're having the three criteria. So this way, such geoanalytics that works on conditional querying brings about useful informations that are interdependent and quickly helps in decision-making process. We can also generate reports in various levels. For report generation, we can click on this book icons. Okay, in this case, if you want the report on district, you can click on this point. So for instance, if you want a report for riboy for a particular layer, say for example cellulose, for example soil fertility, then you can click on this reporting icons button here. So then you have this detailed statistics as well as this pie charts along with these logos and other things which can be used officially, and further this can be printed out directly using a printer. Similarly, if you want a report, for example in block levels, then you can select the layer, for example the cellulose fields, then you select I want the report on G-rank, then again you can click onto this, then again you have the statistics along with this histogram and this logo. In case of the grid, so you can select the block first, followed by the range of the grid where your grid is falling into. Then finally you can pick up your desired grid. For example, I want the report for the grid 304781. Now you're confused with this blank layer. Okay, so just to ensure that you are going to the right grid map, you can enable this layer on the right side of the layer panel. So then it also tells you where you are on the map. So you are now looking at the grid map with the grid code 304781, for which you want to generate the report. Then you can click onto this generate report. Then you have the detailed statistics in case of soil fertility under this grid 304781, and also it has the timestamp and the date and timestamp as well. So further this can be printed out for official use like this. So you can keep exploring the portal to get used to it. Thank you.